Amy Adams.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Mr Speaker, I'm happy to take a call on this first reading debate on the Taxation, Annual Rates, Trans-Tasman Savings, Portability, KiwiSaver and Remedial Matters Bill. Mr Speaker, although the debate's been reasonably wide-ranging this afternoon, it's probably worth just coming back to the fact that the provisions in this bill are actually reasonably simple, straightforward, non-controversial, I would suggest, and from what I can garner, actually very well supported in the House. And those are very simple. So really, the main one is around the portability of superannuation savings between Australia and New Zealand, taking us a step closer to that common, single economic market between us and our closest neighbour and friend. And I think it is an important point because there is a huge amount of money that gets left behind and lost and disassociated from its owners in superannuation schemes, particularly in Australia that have had a history of compulsory superannuation. They have a vast pool of money that doesn't find its way back to its appropriate owners, and there's a good chance that a large chunk of that relates to New Zealanders who've done some work in Australia, come back here to live, and really forgotten about it, lost track of it. This bill, sir, will allow New Zealanders coming home to consolidate their financial affairs in New Zealand, bring that money back, put it into their KiwiSaver scheme, and run their retirement savings through one pool, which is very sensible, sir, a good initiative and certainly one I support. The bill also obviously confirms the annual tax rates and makes some important remedial changes to the KiwiSaver provision, sir, specifically and most importantly around how it applies to those under 18, getting them into the scheme, whose consent's required, the deductions from PAYE where child rates apply and the like, and a number of other tidy-up measures. The only other point that I wanted to touch on, sir, and I did hear the Minister talk about it in his opening remarks, and that's the removal of gift duty for gifts made to donee organisations, which is the income tax language for charities. And I think this is a very important step forward, sir, because for too long a gift to charity has certainly been deductible for income tax purpose. But if you weren't careful, it would attract gift duty, sir, if you managed to cross the threshold of $27,000 a year, which was a significant barrier to large-scale donations to charities. Certainly one that I could never see the sense in, and I'm very pleased that that's been picked up in this bill and addressed, and I do hope that that encourages New Zealanders in their philanthropic efforts. Sir, it's a good bill, and I commend it to the House.
Honourable David Parker.